I'm doing a project today, and I thought I would just take a second to show you how I go from a board like this that has two live edges to a board that's flat on both sides so that I can join. I'm going to join these two together to make one big board. Alright, so the first thing I've got to do is get one straight edge on each one, and a lot of times I'll do that on the joiner. I'll just knock it down a little bit, but these have a pretty... I can kind of get started. Let me show you. Okay, so if you look down that board, you can see that this edge is pretty straight. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll put that side against my fence on my table saw, and I'll get me a nice straight edge on this side. Then I can flip it and get an edge on this side. Let me show you. Okay, so you can see I'm kind of supported along those edges. So this cut over here is not, on this side over here, is not going to be perfect. It's going to be a little wavy as I go through. But you'll see how I'll flip it a couple of times and I'll get that straightened out. Alright, so I want to cut right about there. Okay, so now I'm lining up so that I'm going to just knock that bark off. Alright, so now I flip it around and I'm going to cut that off, and so I look and I've got to knock off 5/8 in order to get rid of that. So that should do it right there. And there's my board ready to go with two straight edges. I got a little hole I got to cut out right there. But now I'm ready to put it on the joiner or whatever I want to do. I've got a board that's got 4 straight edges. Now a board that has a flat edge that you can run down makes it pretty easy to do what we just did. Now, if you don't have that, this side's a little bit worse. It's still not just really bad. I could probably still work that out on the table saw. But if you've got a big curve in it or something like that, the only thing you can possibly do is to take a board and give yourself a straight edge, put it on here, screw it down. What I normally do is I'll take a board that's got a nice straight edge, I'll put it over here, I'll screw it down into the waist on this side right here. Then you use this board, you'll buzz this side nice and flat, take this off, now you've got a flat edge, you flip that against your fence, and you can cut this edge off and you'll be nice and straight. I don't really have that to do to show you today, maybe I'll make a video on that later. But if you have that situation, that's how I would handle it. Screw you down. Screw one down that sticks out past this side over here, get it pretty straight, screw it into the waist, what's going to be waist over here eventually. Buzz this side off, take your waist board off, flip it, cut the waist off this side, and you're right to where we are with this board right here. Alright, well I hope that was interesting to you. Thank you for watching.